Who's this?
Lucas.
Lucas? Hi, Lucas.
He wanted to meet you. You know, actually tell him what you want to be when you grow up. Oh, please.
You want to be a cop? Great job, man. Stay out of trouble.
Thank you. See you tomorrow, Mom. I'll call you later. Okay. But
That's your...
Night termite, sir.
That's your son?
I love you, baby head. Yes.
Oh, with your ex-husband?
Yes.
Okay. And this is where he lives?
Yes. Ooh, I can't see. You're going to my place?
Mm-hmm.
123 Foxtrot, you know, check?
Why didn't you let him out before you walked upstairs? Were you afraid?
Terrified is more of the word.
As long as he was in the suitcase, he couldn't harm you.
Correct.
When he's... Did you want him to calm down?
You're going to get mad at me if I just don't put it on because we're right down the street.
That's your decision.
Well, I don't know how to do it otherwise.
20 card at 1065 at disturbance on Goldenrod.
If you want to wear it, you got to click it from this side and it buckles on that side. It's opposite.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Hey, welcome back. While Sarah Boone obnoxiously calls and writes her new appeals attorney with the hopes of fleeing her new forever home one day, today we are going to rewind and review some body cam footage featuring Sarah, Lucas, and Jorge Torres. This would be the final footage of George being set up by Sarah Boone and arrested by detectives. Not only did Sarah have a strange obsession with sleep herself, she had a really bad habit of waiting until George went to sleep to get him arrested. On this particular evening, George is home, asleep, waiting for Sarah. But once he hears the police, he gets scared and hides in the bathroom in the shower. Ironically, the same place Sarah said she went to hide during their infamous game of hide and seek. So you guys buckle up, because this footage really shows the many faces of Sarah Boone and how she was possibly one of the most diabolical killers of our decade. Former husband has testified Sarah's maternal skills never really kicked in after giving birth to Lucas, which is probably why she was able to leave him unattended for hours outside playing or at school simply alone while everyone was gone, which is why Brian probably felt the need to continuously call her and double check on Lucas when he was with Sarah. Sarah wasn't just irresponsible, she was diabolical and childish as well.
I've had to lie to you guys 3 times.
George is in apartment 3 sleep, but detectives will find him hiding in the bathtub, afraid of being arrested, which makes me think Sarah could have easily gotten him into the suitcase by saying the police were at the door. There was just a sinister tone in the video when she giggled and called him stupid, like he fell for a trick and she succeeded at something.
Stupid.
George trusted Sarah and she continually betrayed him in the worst way. But this particular detective was on to her from the beginning when she introduced Lucas. Let's watch.
Do you have a car?
No. That's my car right there. He does have my keys, though.
Mm-hmm. You don't have a key? Well.
I'll see if he's even here, guys.
Do you have both of these? Upstairs and downstairs?
I can't get out of the house.
Well, you told me you're already getting kicked out.
No, I can't.
Is there a back door or a sliding door or anything?
Yes. You mean...
Nope, you're good.
You go 10-12, just let us know.
Yep.
I said you already bailed.
What's your plan if you did?
I'm gonna lock all the doors.
How are you gonna get inside?
My ex-husband actually has a spare key.
Sarah has fled to former husband's house in the middle of the night, locking herself out, leaving George in the house, sleep unsuspecting a thing, continually waking Brian and Lucas. But just as they were about to go back to sleep, Sarah realizes she's locked out. Meaning, somebody call Brian, please. He needs to wake Lucas up and bring her a key now.
Number 2112. 124 Delta, 124 Charlie, unit change.
Devil.
2112.
Locked on the back.
Oh, so he locked the back too.
Yeah, the back's locked.
Hey, well, you wanna call your ex-husband? You got a phone?
It's about the time.
Okay.
There's a charger.
That's not to say that he's not in the house.
The elevators on the second floor. He's gonna leave.
Excuse me?
That's not to say that he's not in there, just because the doors are locked.
She's a white female, purple shirt.
I don't understand what you're trying to say. Do you think he's inside?
Yes.
Okay, well, we need a key so we can get inside and see if he's inside. That's what I'm getting at.
And if your phone's gonna die, there's a charger in back on the back side of the porch.
Oh, yeah. Hey, if he's in the house, he's not coming to the door, but you have my spare key. I can't get in. If you could, there's no other way of me getting in my house. Unfortunately, can you please bring me the spare key? Yes, please. We're out front. The front door and back door. I have no way of getting in. Thanks, bye.
121 Echo, unit 1012, unit check.
Where's he live at, ma'am?
I'm sorry?
Is that you said that's your ex?
No, it's my husband.
He lives just right down Colorado.
Okay, thanks.
121
He'll be here in like
21 Charlie,
2 minutes.
Charlie 29.
Perfect, thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Is your three things here your ex-boyfriend, is that correct?
This is my place.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It's a simple question. Your boyfriend or ex-boyfriend?
I don't know what to call him.
Hey, it's one or the other. It's a pretty easy one.
Yes.
Okay. Does
For
he
3
not have any
years.
weapons?
No.
Okay.
He was arrested last week for bad TV.
You guys actually want to take a picture in my ear? Do that.
I saw he was arrested before. Was that on you also, like a month ago?
It was last week.
Here. Look.
Mm-hmm.
120 Bravo, 120 Charlie.
That's why I called you all. And again, I was sleeping.
2115.
He hates it when I sleep.
How much has he had to drink tonight?
Only God knows.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
2 drinks. And that was what, 4 hours ago?
Mm-hmm.
So what's the layout of the house? Is it both floors?
Yes.
Is this part of your, or is
Yes.
that, sorry, so it's these 2 windows right here?
Yes.
What kind of vehicle does he drive?
I guess you stay up here. I might go around the back for a sec.
The detective is going to head around the back to look on the famous patio to see if he can see George in the house. Somehow George, being awakened out of his sleep and hiding in the tub After this, he was discovered in the suitcase. It makes me think Sarah could have easily said, "Hey George, the police are at the door, hide." There was something very sinister about the way she called him stupid and laughed as if he fell for some type of trick or joke on that horrible suitcase video. She was getting a real kick out of it, like she had tricked him into the suitcase somehow.
Stupid.
I know there are a lot of theories, but that could possibly be
That's my name.
one.
Don't wear it up.
George was unaware he was in constant danger with Sarah from his family, the neighbors, the police, everyone around. She painted a picture of George as he was a monster, when all the while she was the true monster. The detectives are heading back to the front door, but take a listen. You'll hear the mention of the infamous bat that belonged to Lucas, and it just shows how dangerous Sarah was. She knew that George wasn't a threat. She didn't want the police to use any force with him. She just wanted him to be punished so that he can stay in line for her.
He's hanging out here.
I am. I'm not going in there.
Wasn't it?
No
Says his name's George.
There's no weapon.
Okay.
That's Lucas's.
I know, but
It's not that.
I'm just telling them.
Thanks, sir.
You're welcome.
Can we get minimum traffic for the building?
Ready to make an announcement?
Yep.
You guys don't have to do that.
Man, we have a way to do things.
Okay.
Just let's
Thank
do our
you.
thing, okay?
No, open the door.
Can we make announcements?
Sheriff's office, you in there? Come on out.
A little louder. A little louder. Get in there.
Sheriff's office.
Oh, go ahead.
You in there? Come on out.
All right, Patty. You're okay.
There you go. Good.
Now that detectives have gained entry into apartment 3, they'll go upstairs and find George hiding, but they will also get to hear George's side of the story, that he was actually invited to Sarah's home, spent the day with her, went to sleep, and woke up to the police knocking at the door. This would be the final time George was arrested before his murder. Now that the detectives have heard his side of things, it's time for Sarah to do some explaining. And that same cop,
George was hiding
he's
in the
not here to
bathtub.
coddle her.
Okay.
Let's take a listen.
So, he gave me his side of things. I need you to give me your side of things in person right here. I know we kind of talked on the phone, but I need you to tell me what happened tonight. So what happened?
Okay, well, pardon my language, because it's not me. I was called a cunt and a bitch,
Okay.
and I'm not a mother to my son.
Okay.
All the while, nonetheless, I was sleeping before that.
Okay. So you're woken up to him calling you. Is that what you're saying?
I thought that I'm like, feed the beast, go outside and smoke a cigarette with him.
Okay.
Try to calm things
21
down.
Echo.
97 to put it in.
Well, the whole time I was there saying nothing,
97, do you need a
nothing.
channel?
I was called names.
Okay. So you guys were smoking a cigarette, and he was calling you names, being verbally aggressive with you, verbally abusive.
Before that, where I'm like, I don't want to get hit anymore, so I'm just going to go downstairs and smoke a cigarette with him to try to calm him down.
Okay. So you're saying, okay, I'm trying to get a timeline of things.
I
So
know.
start from the beginning and give me the timeline.
I was asleep.
I don't, not literal time, but in a reference of incidents, how they occurred tonight.
I was asleep,
Okay.
and again, he comes in and wakes me up.
He wakes you up. Okay.
He's out of sorts,
Okay.
so I'm trying to figure things out.
Okay.
Where it's like, don't make it worse, just go downstairs with him. Because he gets mad at me because I go to sleep.
Okay.
I go downstairs, smoke a cigarette. The whole time I'm being belittled.
Okay.
pardon me for saying, talk shit about.
And then?
I walked off barefoot.
Okay, so when did he hit you? You said he hit you.
That was in the bedroom.
When? I just asked for a
When
timeline.
he woke me up.
Okay. He woke you up. By hitting you? Is that what you're telling me? Or what happened? I need you to tell me.
He kicked the door open. He's kicked the door.
You're adding a lot of details that I need you to be very concise with.
Yes, sir.
When I'm telling you, I need a timeline of the events.
Yes.
How am I going to corroborate your story?
He kicked the door open. 4 times.
Uh-huh.
The 4th time, I gave in. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's when I got punched in my ear. On the 4th time. Where I was like, don't do it anymore. Just go downstairs. Go smoke a cigarette.
Okay.
And that's what I did.
Okay.
And then I walked off barefoot.
Okay. And on the phone, you told me that you attacked him as well.
I didn't attack him.
You said you exchanged, you had a physical altercation on the phone. That's what you told me.
I pulled him off of me.
He said he has marks because I was fighting for my life.
I was being honest with you.
Okay. So what happened? Because you didn't include any of that in there.
This is what happened.
But you didn't include any of that information in the story you just told me, so I'm trying to get a timeline of what happened.
Then I come downstairs.
So he kicks the door open.
4 times.
He kicks the door open 4 times. And then what? And then what happens?
He's always talking about his kids. I'm, pardon me for saying, a cunt and a bitch. And not a mother.
Okay.
I'm just trying to sleep.
Okay.
So, feed the beast. Go downstairs. That's after this.
So why are you leaving that out? You're not telling me how that happened. Again, that's like the 3rd time you've done that.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. He got on top of me and punched me in my ear.
That's what I want you to tell me.
Yes.
And I've asked you like 4 or 5 times.
Okay, well, I didn't know you needed that specific.
You didn't even include it at all.
And ear. I saw white.
Okay, so he kicks the door open, jumps on top of you, punches you in the ear. Am I right? Or am I wrong?
No, you're right.
Okay. You're just sleeping in bed.
As I was last time. He doesn't like it when I sleep. I just try to avoid it. So I go to sleep.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying? I just would rather sleep. I'm always tired.
Well, why was he back here?
You tell me, and we'll both know.
Well, he's been here for days. No? He hasn't been here for days, and you guys haven't been getting along all fine and good?
He was here, what's today? Wednesday?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say he was here on Monday. His bike is here. His clothes are here. Get what you have to get and go. He doesn't like it when I say that. That's why this happens.
1225 Mizell, apartment number 1.
It's not fair. Ask the neighbor down here. Ask that neighbor over here.
Okay.
Ask his boss.
Sarah, I'm asking you.
I'm telling you.
How come when he contacts you after you know he has a no contact order, why don't you call the police?
I don't want to get in trouble.
Why are you getting in trouble if he contacts you?
I got in trouble last time.
One last
I
time.
gotta take my son to school tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep in my bed. It's not fair. Remove him, please.
Sarah, I'm going to do my job. Don't worry about that. What I want to know is why you're not doing your part in all of this.
Because I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
So when he contacts you 3 days ago, why don't you call the police? Knowing that he's not supposed to be contacting you. Why are you doing that? I would love that.
His whole family despises me. I'm afraid
That has nothing to do with it.
Yes, it does.
Okay, but you called us tonight,
Yes.
right?
Because that.
Okay.
There's so many things that he has done.
And you guys are going back and forth with each other. This has happened numerous times, but for some reason you guys still live together, right? You guys still are together.
Technically doesn't live here. He lives at his parents' house.
Okay. You're getting caught up in that. That's not the point I'm trying to make. Why are you feeding into an unhealthy relationship?
Sometimes
You don't
I'm
have
not sure
an
what I'm
answer.
supposed to do.
Okay.
I'm afraid of it. I'm afraid of his family. My son can't come over here because he's here.
He doesn't live here.
He doesn't live here.
Then why? Okay.
He did previously. But since all of this has happened and I continue... I'm surprised my ex-husband even brought the key over. I think he wants to do the same thing where it's just get him out. I want to see my son. It's not fair.
Okay. All right. Well, how much of you gonna fill out all the paperwork for me? All the domestic violence paperwork?
Like, have all this.
Is that a yes? I'm looking for a yes or no. It's a yes.
He was hiding in the bathtub. I told you guys he was here. Yes.
All right, come over here.
I love this detective almost as much as I love Chelsea and Scott. Even though Chelsea coughed a lot and cut Sarah off when there were key moments, she might have admitted something. This guy, that interaction was gold. Sarah tried to apply her baby voice. She tried to activate her black belt in Karen, and he was not having it. Although he still has to arrest George, this was the beginning of Sarah's exposure. And when these videos were showed in court, it exposed how diabolical and evil she really was. The extent that she would go to frame George as an abuser, when I'm starting to believe it was not mutual combat, but self-defense on George's part. As you'll see in a short while, when it's time for Sarah to hold George accountable for the so-called violence, she doesn't show up to court. She refuses to cooperate with the investigation, and she actually does everything that she can to help him get off of the charges. Then she says, look at everything I did for you. Look at all that I've done for him. I've done so much for him. Negating the fact that she's the reason he got arrested in the first place. The detective is about to ask Sarah about court and showing up to press charges. And watch her answer. Like previous body cam, she's going to say, am I going to get in trouble if I don't show up?
Victim confidentiality. I know you're going to have another one. Sign here saying that your information will be confidential based on the type of incident.
Never.
All right, sign here. What you're saying is that if you develop some kind of hearing...
It gets worse.
Yes, we can use that information.
Can I sign my middle name too?
Just however you normally sign. This one, like that, Sarah Boone. All right, you said you've had one of these before?
Yeah.
Sure you got a couple? All right, if the injury worsens, side of your head swells up, anything like that, you want photographs of it, go to that address or call the phone number, all right? Somebody can take pictures. So you keep that. Since I'm not going to give you a booklet, that's going to be your case number, okay?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, wait, that's not right. It's this one here. This is the last one. No? Yes.
The one from last week.
Yeah, that's what that one is. There you go.
That's the right one?
Yes, that's the right one. 79759.
So they're going to call me tomorrow and say, hey, you need to show up for court? If I don't show up, do I get in trouble?
If you just explain the circumstances why you can't, then you won't get in trouble. That's for sure. So they'll just try and reschedule with the day that works for you or whatever.
But I have to go? I was
Just discuss with him on the phone. I'm not a lawyer. I can't tell you that. All right. So you are going to go stand by that car. I'm going to have Ben bring him down. He's going to get in here, and then you can go inside. Good?
I can go inside.
Well, after I bring him out and put him in my car. Found it. There we go. Take care. Yep. Inside. 124 Charlie, can you bring him down? Will you grab him shoes and a wallet and his phone if he wants it? No. Just call us sooner next time. That's right. Yeah, I'll do that.
120 Charlie.
Wait for him once he gets in the car. Just hang out. Don't say anything to him. That car? Yeah, go ahead. I will. Thank you.